Okay, so a week sometimes doesn't have to be exciting in order to be an effective budget week. That's something I'm consistently learning as I budget each week and as I budget throughout my years, is that the more boring the week is, the more you feel like you've got control of everything, and it's actually a wonderful thing. Hi guys, gals, and pals, welcome back to Budget with Ira. My name is Ira, and on this channel we talk about budgeting, paying down debt, and saving up for the life that you truly deserve. If that sounds like something you'd like to watch, please consider subscribing to the channel because we do have a lot of fun over here, bestie. Yes, bestie, we absolutely do. In today's video, we're going to be checking in for week 2 of July's budget. Can you believe it is week 2 of July already? Last week it was my birthday, and obviously, you know, that might make some people go kind of off the rails because you feel like you need to treat themselves. But I've had a couple of birthdays on a budget now, and I feel like I know what I'm doing. But let's get into it. Let's see what happened, because, you know, I could have messed it up. I mean, spoiler alert, I didn't, but let's look at it anyway. Today we are in my budgeting journey planner. She's absolutely stunning. We are open on the calendar page, and we're going to be using expense tracker stickers, and we're going from the 6th all the way until the 12th. The 8th was my birthday. So let's lathe some stickers. Let's do it. Let's go now. On the Sunday, I got cat food just because I was passing through. I think what I was doing is I was dropping my nephew to work. So I thought I might as well drop in and grab some. Price was exactly the same, like nothing to worry about. That is what I expected it to be. Then 2 no spends in a row. So I non-spent on my birthday, which was absolutely wonderful. So on my birthday, what did I do? So I went for a run during the day. I mean, like, who does that on their birthday? I guess it was me. I went for a 10k, and then in the evening I had dinner with family. I couldn't really get to see any friends or anything on my actual birthday. I did that on the weekend just because everybody was working and stuff. So it sucks when you're an adult and your birthday lands on like a weekday. But yeah, I saw them on the weekend. So yeah, it wasn't a action-packed, fun-filled birthday, but I had a nice time. I got to eat some cake at least. On the Wednesday, again, I did the same thing. I was cooking, and I sent my nephew to Sainsbury's to buy just fizzy drinks to have with dinner, and he spent £3.74, did not get a receipt, but I think it was Pepsi Max and Dr. Pepper. My phone bill came out on the 10th, and it was a lot less than what I was expecting. It was £13.50. I think I was expecting it to be something like £15.28, so a lot less. Really, really good. Then I went to Aldi and I spent £11.44. And now the reason why I went to Aldi, I believe, let's see what I bought. Okay, right. I follow this lady on, do I even follow her? No, I don't follow her, but I saw some reels came up and she had 2 things that I was like, I need to eat that. Number 1 was a protein mousse, like a chocolate mousse, and all the protein content, the sugar, the fat, same as a protein yogurt. And I'm so sick of protein yogurts, but like, I want to eat a chocolate mousse for breakfast. So I wanted to go and get those. And also, can't remember what she called them. They were all over TikTok for ages. A beef burger with, instead of a bun, onion. So yeah, I bought that. So I bought beef burgers for £3.49. So like mozzarella cheese, like slices of it. And then 3 protein mousses, all different flavors. I got white chocolate, and salted caramel. Salted caramel's really good. It tastes like butterscotch Angel Delight. Really, really nice. And I also got extra large onions, and that came to £11.44. I think, you know, I think it was more about the beef burgers, £3.49. But for 4, that's not bad. They were like quarter pounders. Then it was another no spend on the Friday. That's a nice trend I'd like to keep up. And then finally on the Saturday, I went to Tesco. So that day I did a 10k. It was an inflatable 10k, and it was absolutely wicked. I don't think I have any photos. It was a 10k race, which normally a 10k takes me an hour to run. This took 2 hours. It was on such a hot day. It was 60 bouncy castles. It was so much fun. But anyway, I went to Tesco's. I bought chicken and vegetable soup. Really, it's like my favorite one. It's the Cully and Sully one. Don't know if that means anything, but yeah, really nice. Tesco Finest vintage cheddar ball, which is really nice. Warburton crumpets. I'm literally obsessed with crumpets at the moment. I don't know why. And Pepsi Max cans. Yeah, £9.53. Not a lot for a tenner, is there? Right, so we are done here. We do need to move over to the check-in, and we need to check in for week 2. So let's get going. So I'm going to start by filling in everything that I know. So starting with spending. Last week we rolled the dice, this dice over here, or roll that dice, and we end up with a blue. So we saved 10 last week, which means that I had 30. I spent 24.71. So I spent 24.71, which would normally leave me with £5.29. We are going to put that into the change and we're going to do that straight after this. Petrol and haircut didn't happen, so we stuffed nothing extra and we spent nothing. So we've still got £60 to roll over and nothing to roll over for that. So £60. Next week I will be getting a haircut, because even though I like getting a haircut every 2 weeks, it doesn't look like I need it, but I will get it. And then I'll need petrol because it's running low. So yeah, I'll spend both of that next week. And there were no unbudgeted spends as well, so looking really good. So all in all, last week we stuffed an additional 30. I spent 24.71 and I've still got 120 to roll over. That is haircut and petrol, and we will spend at least 30 of that next week. Okay, so the change is in here, so let's get her out. This is my A6 Budget with Ira rainbow binder. I have destroyed this with, oh no, that's, yeah, I know what that is. Anyway, it's fine. We've got the 6.29. Let's get it out. And we need to add £1 to it, because last week I counted out the correct change, but I didn't put that in. So, oh no, have I ruined these? Oh no. Look, we need to go to the shop now. We need to buy a new mat. So £5.20. £5.29 there. Let's move that over there. And we're putting it into here. So we've got loads of stuff available. Let's do calculator as well. So we've got £5.29 plus £1 is £6.29. We know we've got that. And the reason why we're doing that is because last week I counted out something like £6 something, then I put £5 in. So the money's in there. I just need to do it. Anyway, the highest number we've got here is £3.59. So minus £3.59 leaves us with £2.70, which I'm sure we'll be able to do. So let's find the £2.70 first, just to make sure. Here it is. And then that one, so 2 down, which I think that's like the way we're going with it. So if we continue doing 2 per week, this is probably going to take us about 10 years, which I'm not mad at. We can do that, or we can just do it until we fill this up again. So yeah, let's say goodbye to her for another week, and that's that. Back in the budget, and we've got a couple bills to account for. So phone wasn't $15.28, it was $13.50, so that's good. And then we did do cat food, which was $40.69. So far under budget. Everything else should be okay. Swimming and runner still hasn't come out. I'm getting a bit, well, should I be nervous about it? No, I don't think I will be nervous about it, because if they never take money, it's not my problem, is it? Time to cash stuff, and we are here in my rainy day binder. This changes every month. This is the current latest collection, and I absolutely love her. We are going straight into the spending category, and we're going to take £40 out. And what I like to give myself each week is 2 5s, a 20, and a 10, and then what I'm left with is 2 weeks worth of spending money. So let's count that up. It should be £80. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 40, 40, 60, 80. Okay, so that's that done. But as you all know, and if you're new here, as you're about to know, I don't get to give myself this whole £40 every week. No, I don't. We are moving over to this challenge here, and this is my primary challenge that's available on my Etsy store. Now, when you buy this challenge on my Etsy store, it won't be a zipper. That's the old version. You'll get the newer laminated version, and she looks like this. She's absolutely beautiful, but the principle's exactly the same. You get this dice over here, and you roll this dice, and whatever the dice lands on, you save. So you assign a value for the red, the blue, and the yellow. I did 5, 10, 20, I believe, and then you sign it off and you save up as you go along. So far, you can see that I have done quite a lot of 5s, a few 10s, but lots of 20s. I'm keen to get these last 4 done, but whatever happens, happens. We've done a lot of these blue ones this month, and I think the dice have been kind to me because it's been my birthday month, but let's see how it goes today. Red, even kinder. Very good. So a cat's having an argument out there. So let's save this 5 this week, and that means I've got 35. That is wild. I need to sign this off before I forget, otherwise we'll end up saving twice. Wow, okay. So we're coming towards the end of this now. What challenge should we do next? Please let me know in the comments down below. So back in here, and we're gonna put this £35 here ready for stuffing. I don't really think I've got anything that I need to really do, but you know me, if I've got £5 I'll spend £5, if I've got £100 I'll spend £100. So it doesn't matter how much money you give me for spending money, it's gonna go. Plus I got haircut and stuff like that, so I might like treat myself in town. Oh, do you know what, I am gonna, do you know what, actually we're done with this for the week. So basically I am in between the heaviest size I ever was and goal weight, so I don't want to spend a lot of money on clothes. However, all the clothes I own make me feel gross. I like, how do I, like, frumpy and not very good about myself. So I think I need to like go to Primark, spend the £100 I've got for clothing on just a couple of t-shirts and maybe a couple pairs of shorts, just until I get to where I want to be with size, and then I can potentially start saving up for like a whole wardrobe. But I feel like I need some bits now at this point because I'm not getting any bigger. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I was going to talk to you about. Hi guys, girls and all my pals, thank you so much for getting through to the end of the video. You know I love it when you get through to the end of the video. Please give this video some love. Make sure you like, comment, share and subscribe, and if you are going to comment, please use this emoji. You know, I'd really like to know, of the saving challenges that I've got, what one should I start doing next? I've got some saving challenges coming out soon. Some involve dices, some don't, and they'll be out relatively soon, so maybe hold your thoughts until then. But is there anything that you particularly really want me to see? Should we do another Pixel Perfect? Because we've had a couple new ones come out recently, Pixel Perfect. But yeah, there's a lot of choice at the moment, so yeah, if there's anything you'd like me to do next, please let me know. Have you considered becoming a channel member or a patron? Patrons get exclusive content, sneak peeks, and significant discounts off my Etsy store. Channel members get early access to every single video. In fact, they've seen this video long before you have, bestie. If you like sound of those perks and you like sound of me, have a look at the links in the description. You will not regret it, bestie. An extra special thank you to our top tier patrons, also known as Sugar Daddies: Amanda Brooks, Angie, Beth Dorr, Kathy and Diana Hazel, Denise Nelson, Diana, Emma Playford, Janice Backman, Lakota, Megan Edwards, Nat, Susan, Tasha Bouvier, Tiffany Probasco, Tony Leland, and Tracy Dowdy. Everybody who supports me on every single level means the absolute world to me, but Sugar Daddies, that is chef's kiss next level support, and some exciting things are coming to them next month. You might want to consider being a sugar daddy for next month. Just saying. I think that's all we have for this week. I don't think there's anything else I need to update you on, but until next week's check-in video, I would like you to have a wonderful day, have a wonderful week, and have a wonderful budget. Always remember, don't trust Ira. Thumbnail. Okay. Let's do this. Because, like, she was kind to us this week. I could feel sweat rolling down my body. Hey, I'll go a bit closer. Okay, that'll do. All right, see you next week, bestie.